Yeah, you know what it is, your boy Ejay The DJ, man. I got some on my side, no sours. You know what it is. This time I got somebody special. Like I said, I really be outside. I'm in ATL doing what I do, and I came across me and money. And I say she's doing her thing, man. I had to sit down with her. So I said, we outside, we on land, we doing what we do. Me and money, welcome to the show.
You know what the fuck it is. It's me and Money, the hardest on wheels, the baddest on wheels, and ATL with it. Well, we got Ejay The DJ on TV. Yo, we about to turn it up.
Yes, sir. You know what it is. So I want to say welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
Congratulations for all your hard success.
Thank you for no.
And I had to connect with you because your perseverance is amazing. And as you're doing music, even in the wheelchair, you're making strides. You're not just doing anything, but you're keeping it going. How hard is that? Because, you know, a lot of people make excuses nowadays. You're not making excuses. You want to get results.
I mean, at a young age, like, I don't know, like, the hardest for me, I think everything in life is hard. Because at a young age, like, it's like, I always used to make excuses. Like,
Okay.
You know, like 13, 14, why I'm always this, why I'm always late, why I'm always this. There's always was an excuse. But then I learned that, like, their excuse really doesn't matter. Nobody cares about your excuse.
Nobody
You know what I'm
cares.
saying? They only care about the result.
Thanks.
And once I got that put in my head, it's never been no excuse. No matter what I do, I just got to do it. Like, once I tap into that, it's going to happen regardless. Some things I can't control. You still got to do it. Some things ain't my business. You still got to do it. Put yourself first.
I love it.
You know, things can't go easy.
That's what I'm talking about. At what point in time you said, yeah, I'm doing music? What made you get into music?
I've been doing music. I always did. Like, I always was my rapping. Like, I always was a friend that when I get mad, let me freestyle real quick.
Okay.
Got me, but like, I was the one that always was rapping. They always knew me as the rapper. So, like, I said, when I turn 18 to be a rapper, I don't want to do it now while I'm a teenager, young, I know I'm cussing, doing all that shit. Now, I was like, I just want to respect my elders because I know I'm hype up. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how I be talking.
Yeah.
But, like, it just always came to me. It's always like, when I'm doing so I always rapping.
Makes sense.
So, eventually, like, as soon as I hit 18, right, the dot on my birthday, I started rapping in the studio, met some guys, managing and stuff. Put me on shows and stuff. I started recording, and that's how that's really started.
That's what's up. What separates you from the rest? Because you know, being in the music industry nowadays is like extremely hard. But Atlanta's #1 music market. So what separates you from everybody else?
I feel like what separates me from everybody else is like I'm resilient.
Okay.
I really don't let, like you said, nothing stop me, and I don't wait for anybody to do it for me. Like a lot of artists, some of them really feel like they need somebody to do everything for them, and like I really done a lot by myself. Like by myself. I ain't gonna sit here and say like I'm where I need to be yet because it's all process and I'm enjoying the journey. But I did a lot by myself, and I used to feel like I needed a team so bad. And you do need a team, but instead of begging for one, if I ain't have that at that moment, I just started figuring out my own. Started investing my own money into it. And I started looking at the business myself and started lining up my own motions. So
I like that.
Know the business. You know, when my team do come, I know what I have to present to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, once I learned that I need something to sell, things kind of started coming to me a little easier.
What was the first thing that you realized you had to sell? Like, what was the first step you had to take?
I realized I had to sell one entertainment.
Okay.
Like, so it's like, not everybody can do that. That's kind of what separates a rapper from an artist. Because some people can rap, but they don't know how to be an artist. Some people are really good at being an artist and an entertainer. That kind of why they kind of, their sound might not be as good, but they kind of overweight versus so it's like, it comes with performance, knowing how to talk to people, knowing how to carry yourself right. Even though I do an interview, like I talk to interviews, and they say a lot of artists don't know how to have conversations.
They definitely don't.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, all that comes down to being likable, you know, being relatable, everything. Like, I kind of really authentic, and I really am myself. My very first interview, that's what made me everybody say in the interview with my very close friends. This is the most like authentic interview, like you need no change, you need to come in here flexing, act like you know when you're not. You just was yourself, man. That's how I'm always been known.
Nah, see, I love that. I want to know what's some challenges you gotta face.
Of course the wheelchair, you know what I'm saying? It kind of slows me down sometimes. The things that come with it, like maybe the spasm, feet might be swollen, I gotta put certain shoes on. What else? I would say like just little stuff like I might have to go to a venue and they got hella stairs.
How do you accomplish that? There's a lot of venues out here in Atlanta don't accomplish, don't accommodate.
Well, the way I really handle it is more so like y'all feel fans. Like, you know already it's people that they don't know. A lot of people don't know, but you should know. There's people out here just like me that want to go out too, or like careers where they have to go out. You know what I'm saying? So I don't really have a problem a lot, but when I do, it's very often. I'm not gonna say like it's not often, but it is very often because I go out a lot. So it's like certain spots, like people, they're automatically willing to help carry me up the stairs, whatever it is what's needed.
That makes sense.
But you know what I'm saying? That's something I want to push though. It's like having accessibility everywhere on stages, festivals.
Yeah.
So.
That's super important because I want to highlight that because I think that's something that should be highlighted. Starting to see it more and more. A lot of places are highlighting that and making things more accessibility. And so that's really important. So like you've been in the game. How long you been in the business for?
I say when I was 18, so now, what, 8 years now?
Okay,
and I say that only because, like, me first even started doing music, I learned that it's really a food chain, it's a love position, everybody started at the same level.
Yes, it is.
So that's when I really started doing it, and even that level was important because we see people from those beginning shows when I thought they were really nothing, so it's not shows when I first started. So I still got supported from day one.
That's dope. How was that your first performance? How was that?
My manager at the time, he just came on stage. He was like, all right, it's going to be a first performance. Go out there, you know, the Richmond it was at the stage.
Shout out to DA.
Yeah, shout out to Richmond, you know. I was like, oh my gosh, hold on. I got bad stage fright. I'm not with this. Yes, you don't believe it. I had bad stage fright. I call it the push yourself off the bridge, man.
Okay.
Push yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, you choke up, but I won't always like to ask questions. So, when I first went, I was really stiff. Like,
got you. You gotta give me. Listen, y'all gotta see her perform for real. She got more energy now.
But even then, like, after my first, 3-4 performances, I started getting into it.
Yeah.
Like, when they would say my name, everybody would stand up already before I even started performing. Like, we get to the point, I would just turn that bitch up. I would walk through the whole thing. Like, I would do stuff other artists wouldn't do. So, like, they might not have a stage, but I would use the couch as a stage. So now I'm walking on the couches, everybody jumping, turning up. And I ain't have to do too much, but I did just enough. Because I was never no overly turning. But I was just turning up, like, walking through, like, talking to them, like, I would have some catchy shit, niggas repeating that shit. They'd be like, me up, money. And I'd be like, one time I cried on that bitch. I'll never forget,
What was that feeling? What made you cry?
Bro, I think, it was like, my 19th birthday?
Okay.
I think it was my 19th or my 18th birthday when I first started playing. But I'm pretty sure it was my 19th. I motherfucker had this yellow dress on. My manager set up a performance for me. This one after I've been performing a few times. So now they starting to know me, especially the performance crowd. Like, they know who I am. They came out deep at this spot called the Broadberry downtown Richmond.
Okay.
And it's like a real nice stage, like a big stage, big thing. That joint was packed out from the back. It was packed. So I got on stage and I had this one song and it was trash for it was called Chicken Chasing Me Your Money. You know what I'm saying?
I like that.
So
you gotta redo that too.
I said I was gonna play this song. I never even dropped the song.
Why not?
I don't even know. It was my first song.
But I think your first song is Party and Journey. So I think
I'm gonna put it on some Southside or something. I'm gonna put all my unreleased.
You got to because you got a fan base of people supporting you. So to see the beginning is like for me, I like to see that.
Yeah.
I like to see the evolution. Because it's easy to find somebody where they at, but it's better to see somebody coming up.
Yeah. Because I ain't gonna lie, even watching back, I still be tearing up. Because that was my first real big show, I guess you could say. We have people yelling my name, they was like, me up.
What was that feeling like?
I was I'm finally doing something right. That's what it felt like.
I like that.
Because my ass was always in trouble. I'm known for the girl always fighting, always in the street.
You were turned up.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, I was always in something.
You gotta talk about that. Let's go back a little bit. We're gonna keep it. Let's go back to the beginning. Mia Money. Before Mia Money was Mia Money.
I was always Mia Money. I would start calling myself Mia Money at 12.
Okay.
My mama knew I was Mia Money.
So you was outside in Virginia Street.
Yeah.
That's when it started from Virginia. Mm-hmm. So let's start with Virginia background. How did you get yourself from Virginia to Atlanta?
So I grew up in Richmond, in the Enrico area,
I know about
in the Richmond area. Like, I would be out in the streets. So I started really, I always was with a gang niggas. I was a tomboy. I never used to dress up like, I was not like this. Like, I was sweats, t-shirt, sneakers, always fighting with the niggas, always trapping. Always trying to get some money for real. I started working, driving. I got kicked out of school. Like, I just story. Yeah, I done got stabbed up. Like, I done been raised. I done been through a lot of shit. Yeah, like,
for a reason.
Yeah, I done been dropped by niggas and some shit. So, like, I be like, I had to really chill out. Yeah, I had to chill. Like, people tell me, like, people hit me up still, like, I'm glad that you're doing the things that you're doing now, because even people be like they're glad I'm in a wheelchair now, even though it's not good down in a wheelchair, but they be like, I'm glad that you got to calm down and you're not where you just need to be, like, you know what I'm saying?
So you think the book just ain't like,
in a sense, yes, because I was just like, moving too fast, always go, every day. All my friends know I'm the one with the movie. Ask Mia, just getting me a car, she gonna have it somewhere. We ain't need no car, Mia gonna have us a ride. We ain't gonna make sure we outside. We ain't gonna, y'all turn up, I'm gonna be trapped in the bathroom. Like, that's how I was moving. Like,
I see that.
My friends used to, yeah, they knew what it was, but I was always the one, but I was always doing travel. Okay. Like, I started bringing people to me out of town. All the way, I started stripping, I started taking people off me. Okay. I'm a different female. You thought I was pimping, but I won't. On my soul, I wasn't.
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? But I just was moving so much, and then relationships, putting shit before my shit. Like, I could have been probably made it if I wasn't so distracted and always trying to be there for somebody. Even while I'm homeless, I'm trying to be there for everybody. But I had to just focus on me.
Now, that's interesting you say that, because a lot of times we try to be there for other people, and that brings us down. I'm a firm believer of you can't pour half your cup and somebody else's cup. Their cup is empty and yours is halfway. You pour half, you're going to have nothing. So you got to think about it. Make sure your cup is real overflowing before you pour into somebody else. Because a lot of people have that mentality of, I'm going to help everybody. And there's nothing wrong. It's not a bad thing. But I just feel like my personal opinion. So my cup is overflowing with abundance, then I can pour into your cup.
Yeah, it's like it's levels to this shit for real.
Definitely.
I had to learn, like, if you going to help somebody, understand, like, you can't expect shit back. Like, once I got to that point, it made me let go of, I don't love what you're saying, because I started feeling like, damn, y'all don't even give a fuck about me. Like, nobody check on me. Like, bitch, I'm straight. Somebody do me. Like, I started getting to that point. Okay. I had to realize, you know what? I don't expect nothing from y'all. I do everything I do from kindness to my heart. And I understand not everybody got my heart. Yeah. Like, I'm in the streets for all these years trying to find a love that ain't gonna be found out here. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be found on my journey. Like, I fell off with so many people, even just when I started being this serious. That's how I went up. I prayed, like, God, remove everybody that needs to go, and they just started dropping.
I ain't gonna lie, when you start praying to God and pick God first, so much positive things start happening. It's real. Like that, I believe that 100%. You need God first. Put God first in everything you do, and everything gonna work out. So that's really important.
Let's not looking for revenge for people.
Revenge is dangerous.
You know what I'm saying? I used to be like, fuck karma, I'm karma. Yep. No, I had to realize that's not how it works. Like, how you do it is God, how I do it. I just know how I'm gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I had to learn how to stop getting revenge. I had to fall back and stuff. Like, it's people did me dirty like all last year. Like, I really wrote a book about. I could write a book this alone last year. Just about last year. That shit be crazy. But like, I be like, it's cool because I already know y'all gonna have to see me again, and you're gonna be on TV, or it's gonna be on your motherfucking phone screen. Y'all gonna have to see me again, or you gonna have to see me motherfucking.
No, that definitely makes sense.
Store, but you gonna see me always at a different level every time, like. Because I'm not looking for nothing from nobody. When I'm spoken to, I be spoken to.
I respect it 100%. So what led you up to get into the wheelchair?
Long story short, I had a car accident. Okay. I flew out a window, woke up in the woods, and...
Did you wear the seatbelt?
No, they said that the seatbelt, we're not wearing seatbelt while you save my life. Because they said the car probably would crush you. But yeah, I woke up in the woods. I knew I was paralyzed. So I knew I was going to get the car. So I just knew because I knew I couldn't drive home. The person that promised to drive home.
You were drinking?
At that time, I stopped smoking tobacco for real. I stopped drinking for real. But like, the friend who was with me wasn't supposed to be drinking that night. She ended up still drinking. She was supposed to drive home, but she ended up leaving and stay with me. Supposed to dance at.
You can't leave your friends, man.
She left to go with some other friends. So I had to drop him by myself. And I turned 2 hour drive into like a 7 hour drive. Just going over to DC, but I knew I had to go home. So I had to take care of family. My mom was home at the time. Like, she started to go to work 5 in the morning, and I had to go try to pick hotel room. So I was just like, yeah. And I had to pay her phone bill, like, shit, like, I had to pay
energy drink? Nothing?
Hell no. Yeah, I was
see one thing, because I drive a lot, and I'm always on the road, and I get tired, I'm low. Because I be scared of that.
But that's what I was doing. That's why I was like, damn. Because like I say, it's only a 2 hour drive. I've been at this house for Virginia Beach, Portsmouth to Richmond. Man, it's just them dark roads.
That shit at nighttime, it starts paralyzing your eyes.
Yeah, and then when you do it every day, it's not like a regular sleep. It's exhaustion.
Yeah, it is.
So it'll be like, you'll be sleeping. That's the thing, I didn't even know I was sleeping. Like, I pulled over back to back, and I probably started driving to get on my last two. Not that last time I pulled over, I looked, I said, okay, I'll be there at 4:20. It was 4 o'clock. I said, all right, so she hit them city lights, she was good, I already know. But I was sleeping, I didn't even know I was sleeping. But I didn't crash sleep when I woke up. I just jerked the wheel too hard. The thing on the side of the road scared me, so I thought I was going into the wheels already. So I thought I was already crashing. I woke up jerking it so hard, and it was raining and shit for the track. And then I was
thank God you here for a reason.
yes, I appreciate you. Sure. And every time, but he also gave me the warnings too. That's why, like, I feel like I don't ignore the signs and stuff no more. When I do, it's just always bad. Even when I got away from certain people and certain stuff, it didn't happen no more. Crazy shit didn't happen no more. Certain crazy shit won't happen. Like, I had to learn, like, okay, God is showing me these signs. I be knowing shit before it even happened. That's why I said I just need to stop ignoring it.
Yeah.
Like,
what's your sign? Aries. See, I be knowing. See, that's one thing that I always say. You gotta sit down and listen to the signs. Because if you listen to the signs, it definitely will let you know what's going on. So, that's really important.
Because life foreshadows itself. Like, there's nothing that's happening for no reason. I always tell people, like, every little thing leads up to something else later on. That's why once I really realized that, I just don't take nothing like it.
I agree with you 100%. That's how I am. Like me coming from New York City to Atlanta, it's like, I see things differently, I move differently, I understand things differently than what I did when I was in New York. New York, I was more like, I thought everything was one way. Yeah. I mean, out here, you realize there's so much different ways to move and grow. Yeah. So that's definitely dope. So you living in Atlanta, or you just back and forth?
I live in Atlanta now.
So how was the transition from Virginia to Atlanta?
It was crazy because I literally was like, I literally was saying that shit.
Black Hollywood.
Yeah, I been saying that shit since I was like 16.
Okay.
I went to this acting thing in Hollywood. Like, they told me I could see these niggas around my neighborhood always drive to Atlanta every weekend. I'm going to be in Atlanta. As soon as I hit 18, my birthday, I was in Atlanta. I'm like, yeah. Like, I knew I was coming to Atlanta. So after my interview with Dirty Lil back there, I literally said in the interview, like, I'm moving out here soon. You know what I'm saying? That. And it's crazy because I literally manifested that shit. A year later, I ended up moving out here. It was last minute. It wasn't like, I was planning it, but I won't plan it. Now I'm moving out to something. I'm trying to plan that shit out. But then me and my ex came out here for an interview. And eventually, what happened? This man and me look at each other. They don't fly though. I ain't gonna lie. Like, they don't fly. Yeah. Acting like you. You want to know? I'm like, that's all right.
Listen, we live on land right now. That's what I'm talking about. We at the belt line, you know what I'm talking about? If you know, you know. Hey. This is where we at. We outside on land, the belt line. Should I tell you about the belt line right now?
That won't already look that shit. Yeah.
He had 22 inches on his go-kart.
Yeah, I couldn't stop looking at it. I was like, I'm sorry.
I wasn't playing. I was out here to win.
Let me what was I saying? I moved to Atlanta. So I literally came out here for an interview with my ex.
Okay.
We both looking at each other like, I don't want to leave, but
okay.
I got people in Atlanta that got a house. We probably stay for a few days. Okay. That's what we do. We end up staying for a few days. A few days turn into a few weeks in hotels, Airbnb. A few weeks turn into looking for a house, found a house.
Look at that.
And after that, we in Atlanta. Like, literally took probably like 2 weeks. We came in like March. It was crazy. My dad died in February, so my mom was literally telling me, "Wait till leave. It's all about move to Atlanta." Like, but then my dad died, so I'm like,
Makes sense.
motherfucking J shit, we just jumped up and left. We went back to Richmond one day to get some of our stuff. You know, I still had like an apartment in Richmond. So it was like, shit, paying my rent there, paying my rent.
Nah, that's lit. So, what was some differences between Virginia and Atlanta, music wise?
Atlanta, like people in Virginia, they always like give me for my hustles, and they always be like, you know, how do you find these opportunities, or how do you do this, how do you do that? And it's like great because in my eyes, they're in my face. You know what I'm saying? They're right there. You just gotta go get it. And Atlanta is like that. Everybody, like the shit that I'm already here for, every artist already here for. They there. Like we always rub shoulders. It ain't never we just watching online and seeing each other. Virginia, like I feel like the artists are too comfortable being local and getting city payments, and then they don't remember the whole world is out here too.
I see that a lot. Like why do people get so complacent?
I think it's like small city syndrome.
Yeah, that definitely makes sense.
Like people just they feel so valued in their city, and that's enough thing that they feel like it's enough. You know what I'm saying? Or think it's enough to get them to where they need. And it's really not. Like, there's so many artists out here, it's really oversaturated. So it's like, if you really put yourself out there, you already got to figure out what makes you different. You know what I'm saying? And then after that, you got to make it to the 60s. So it's like, you got to be like this.
You got to be like, that's very important. Very important. You got to be like,
people be having attitudes, getting little city payments, and act all Hollywood and stuff.
I hate that shit.
I be like, damn, it really is. Like, they be like, well, okay. But I feel like that's big to Atlanta. Like, Atlanta got these situations, of course, but everybody be outside, everybody be working, nobody really expecting nothing from nobody. Everybody be coming to show their face, what they got to do. We all know what we here for, and we show love for it, whatever. And then we support each other. That's that. Like, I love it.
I love it. So I want to jump into some music questions right now, because I want to know, what was your thoughts about Paralyzed Thoughts? What made you do that?
What made me do Paralyzed Thoughts, I think, because, like, I feel like being paralyzed is deeper than just your body.
Yeah.
And like, I feel like I get stuck on a lot of old stuff, like pain wise, and like it kind of leaves me like kind of paralyzed, like numb. Like, I can't feel nothing. Like, so that's where the paralyzed thoughts kind of came in, because like, nobody knows why I'm making my music, why I'm doing this content, why I'm performing, why I'm doing all this stuff. I'm going through real life shit, a lot of deaths, a lot of this, a lot of that, back to back at that. So it's like, and I don't really like, you know what I'm saying? I might share certain stuff, but I don't really share a lot of shit with people. Like, I might share shit for like motivation purposes. That makes sense. But like, other than that, like, I don't really be sharing just certain shit.
How do you deal with it? Because that's part of mental health, you know, and releasing it is important. And as black people, we don't really have outlets like most people. So, and coming from the hood, I know I'm from the hood, but how do you deal with that? That's something that's really important.
I feel like as an artist, you really have to just remember that ain't no excuses, like, because you still have to go work the next day. Like, when my dad died, I still had to go to the studio, do a feature. I still had to go perform, and like, same thing with my first love dying. Like, it was a lot of shit going on that no matter what, you still have to, people still pay you to show up. Like, at the end of the day, so you can't just like, so no matter how I'm feeling, like, and that's how it was when my journey first started. I went through a tragic situation, you know what I'm saying? My hair all fucked up. I pulled up to the show, brushed it up, threw it in bun. Went in there, was like, fuck it. Performed though, and I came in a place, I can't remember what place, but I had to come to Atlanta for another performance. And that's kind of where the shit started, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, once I tapped into that, no matter what, you still gotta do it. Like, it just like, kind of made me number to certain things. Like, and I guess you could say I show a little less empathy sometimes with certain things. Because it's like, ain't no excuses regardless.
You feel that's a good thing or bad?
I feel like it's pros and cons. Because I have to tell myself sometimes, alright, just because certain shit ain't that serious for you, that don't mean that's not that serious. So, and I always have to remind myself to stay like that.
Gotcha.
So, but then like, I can come off sometimes as nonchalant. Like, I might be like,
no, see, I'm like that same way. Because some people say I lack empathy. I don't think that's true. I'm listening to you to understand what you're saying. It definitely makes sense.
And it's not on purpose. It's just when you've been through so much, and you understand life to a certain, like, it's like you already understand, like, this is a lesson or a blessing for you. my nigga. Like,
Amen.
and I can't be here and save you for real. Like,
Can't save everybody. Everybody can't go. I get it.
all I can do is listen. Like, give me some good advice, which is what I'm good at. So, you know what I'm saying? Or I be there. I'm the one to be there. But it's like, I don't overextend myself, though. I used to overextend myself. Everybody always knew me. I could be the one to call. You know what I'm saying? Because I felt like anybody was ever there for me. But once I learned that was a trauma response in itself, I was like, oh, I need to chill out. I'm always trying to be there for motherfuckers. Motherfuckers tell me they ain't got a couch in their crib. There I go buying couches.
Yeah, like, you can't do that for anybody.
Like,
they got to figure it out on their own.
Motherfuckers just like don't understand though when you just really don't have nobody and you always have to figure out on your own and you be like seeing you can relate to what some motherfuckers going through and make you just want to do. But I had to learn like that's not always the way with everybody. Some people they going through their shit because they gotta go through their shit. So you know what I'm saying? Like and I've been through so much and I feel like something I always stuck with my ex told me before he died, he's like, he's one of the realest people ever. Like, don't ever let this world steal your heart. No matter how fucked up you feel they do you. Like, I try to let that stick with me. So that's another reason why I might be nonchalant. You know what I'm saying?
I get it.
Because, like, people be having me fucked up for real. Like, and I be like, it's cool. Like, because I'm really not going to let y'all trick me being the fucked up person out this bitch. Look,
she heard the sound. She ready. She ready for it.
But I be like, no, that's not the way, nigga. You know what I'm saying? You can't go turn. I'm disabled now. So I be like, make your ass run up on me.
So your music, is it all like all the stuff that you've been through in life?
Yeah, if you actually really listen to it, it's really like a story. Like, I can't make this shit up. Like, like certain lines, most of my lines I can break down into story. Like,
give the audience just give me one.
You got some. I got some that ain't released on what I say. I said 100 nights trying to get it, 100 days money spending. Hold on, 100 nights trying to get it, 100 days money spending. Come fuck with some real raw like me. These fucking none of these cutting bitches. All this shit adds up. I can find some else in a minute. So what's the point of clicking up? We ain't gonna jump on the same mission. On God, instead of trying to get like me, but ain't the same blood as me. 22 get my mama her keys, serving patches to get her what she need. How you gonna try to take my spot, but they ain't even gonna go as hard as me? Put the nigga up in his face and let him know he's nothing that I need. Oh God. So like, you know what I'm saying? Like that
she coming through, man. She coming through. Let y'all know she's serious.
But like, don't bars is like what I'm saying. 22 get my mama her keys, serving patches to get her what she need. Like that's some real shit. I was really homeless with my mama in the hotel in my wheelchair. Right after that shit, I was homeless before that shit. So once I got put up and got the little hope I got, it was right back to the same scenario. So back to the same scenario. So we had to, you know what I'm saying, get back to it. So I started, doing what I had to do, and then when it came to the point, I got my own apartment. I said, Mom, would you take care of me? So I gave her a seat. You know what I'm saying? And then like, I was named like every day I'm grinding and then I'm spending money just to get money. So it's like
that's a hustle.
That's a hustle. Don't focus on real raw like me. You know how drugs cut. I'm real raw. You ain't fucking none of these cut bitches. Because all this shit adding up. You know what I'm saying?
Talk to them.
I can find 60 hustles in a minute.
I like that ball right there. 60 hustles in a minute. Y'all gotta be understand what's going on. 60 hustles in a minute. So like, as everything from the beginning to now, how has your style changed? If it changed?
It changed so much because like, I feel like my voice changed, my voice control changed. I can change my voice in so many different ways. I learned that like not everybody blessed with that. Like I ain't gotta do all.
So explain that. What you mean when your voice change? Explain it.
Like I can do hold on, because my little sexy, my little he don't be me. He gonna remind me that he me. Fuck Christ, smoke me, cheat until he know that you training. I can do the little soft, little deep voice submissive shit. And then I can do the rest of shit when I'm like, ain't nobody save you, you know what I'm saying? Like, and then I can do the singing shit, you know what I'm saying? Like,
I see you. Okay, I see you.
So like, and I ain't no singer, but I can harmonize like pain songs. I got some real good pain songs. So I know how to make a song. So once I learn how to really do my best, it kind of worked out like a lot because it would be certain songs like, but it don't sound right, but I'm not hitting it right. You know what I'm saying? My voice might be too high for the beat for a moment. Because, you know, especially as a female, our voice kind of fluctuates. I got time, especially I don't got my guy. So that was another thing. Like, my voice is like way high pitched when I was first time my artist accent. I was pissed. I was like, I can't rap the same. I can't flow the same. Like, I had to learn how to punch in because I never used to punch in because I couldn't, like, rap and hold it. You know what I'm saying? The verses down, like, so I had to learn how to really just use my voice as an instrument. Once I learned how to do that and, like, learn how to, like, get sexy with it, get aggressive with it, learn how to switch it up, you know what I'm saying? I learned, like,
That's dope. There's definitely a lot of hard work. How social media treating you? Because your numbers is going up pretty fast.
Social media loves me.
That's what I'm talking about.
It's crazy because they always love me though. Like, I just always love for myself because, like, I feel like people be mad at me, like, why don't you drop on YouTube consistently? Why don't you do this? Why don't you? I be like, I'm trying, y'all, but as much as I do, y'all don't understand. Real life is something to play too. So, like, if I could,
that's what I say. That shit is a joke.
And I still don't make no excuses. So I still try to give y'all the best of what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't gonna sit here and lie. Like, I know I could be, if I didn't have all the extra shit going on, I'd probably go 30, 40 more times harder. You know what I'm saying? And
I like that.
That's what I'm still pushing for. So it's like, but I be having to also tell myself, girl, you need to rest. You need to slow down too.
You gotta rest. I learned that myself. I used to go nonstop. And I'm DJing, I'm outside, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. And then I just get burnt out.
Get burnt out real fast.
Gotta get rest. That's important.
And then, like, we don't have no big team. You know what I'm saying? It's harder because you're lining most of your shit up. You setting your shit up. You gotta make these calls. You gotta make that call. And then now I got my co-manager with me. And it's like, she helping me. But it's still like, she may line her moves up, which I gotta fit her moves with my moves now. You know what I'm saying? And now I gotta, you know what I'm saying, still send her shit to send out. And motherfucker, remember to still contact her. And motherfucking let her know what's going on. And she still gotta talk to people. Sometimes I gotta send her shit. You know what I'm saying? Talk to people, motherfucking. And then we don't have a big team art within ourselves. So we got people that just know how to love with us, you know what I'm saying? Which do help. It's like, and that's where the team starts coming in. So that's when once I understand that, it's just gonna be people who genuinely want to see this shit go. That's gonna genuinely just come and motherfucking add 8%, which is cool. And I appreciate that because it's hard to get people to believe in some shit, especially my situation. People don't believe in wheelchair shit. I tell people all the time, the reactions I'm getting now is not the beginning reactions. I say all the time, like the way people is acting now,
Interesting. I think people
so rude.
I think for me personally, when I see it, I said I love it because it shows perseverance. You know, most people don't even understand the importance of keep going when you can't go. And people make excuses, like you said, and you just define them before I even ask you to say, look, no excuses, I'm gonna get it done. And that's why I understand what you because for me, it's important to the world to see that this is about perseverance, about chasing your dream no matter what. You're gonna figure it out, and I respect it. I love it personally because I love a person grinding. I know how hard I grind. And I didn't just take the stage by myself, really tired. And I've been episodes where I done swerved the rules sometimes, slipped up. So,
and that's where it comes from. Like my sleep, the pride shit came from overly hustling. Like I'm always overly doing it. Like I'm like, damn, bitch, you need to do. People telling me though, back to back, you need to slow down. When people telling you back to back, that's God trying to tell you. God trying to tell you. So I kept hearing it. And then I started getting feelings like, I don't know, something. I was telling my dad, I think I need to slow down. I think I need to go to school or something. Like, I was dead ass telling. That's why he was so hurt. He was like, you were just saying. Like, and I was like, I had a feeling. I kept saying something not right. Like, because I'm going too hard. Like, because I was going Sunday. Like, I know that
feeling. Trust me. I'm Sunday to Sunday. Listen, I was DJing last night. I'm up today. I'm outside with you. I'm up every morning at 5:30. No matter
what. You got no one to fall back on, bro, and you only accept less. That's what it is.
And that's the thing. That's the thing. I don't have no net. There's nothing. So if I don't make it, nobody's coming to save me. I'm a man. So I got zero tolerance of slipping up. Go at it or don't go at all. That's how I feel. So definitely want to.
That's my motto.
You gotta do it. 100%. You can't play it all because if you don't, people won't get it. What's next for me and money?
Everything. Me and money, everything. I got the world coming for y'all. I'm ready to do a paralyzed person video, do a car wash for paralyzed. Yes, so I'm talking about the girls coming outside from different states here and there. I'm talking about driving, flying. We got the DMV coming. We got from Florida coming. Alabama coming.
I like that.
We got fucking bad bitches from Terrence. We got
I like that.
people from Georgia coming.
So everybody gonna be in cheers.
Yeah.
So this is a movie. I like
no, this is big. We are really out here more than people know. We're gonna have people walking towards there, but it's gonna be a lot of people in chairs just as well. You know what I'm saying? They got to see we can coexist.
No, and that's important. I like to hear that. And you was on Daddy's on Wheelchairs and Daddy's?
Daddy's on Wheels.
Daddy's on Wheels. How was that? Talk about that.
Daddy's on
Congratulations
Wheels.
on that as well.
Crazy bitches. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I love the first season regardless because you know it taught us all of something like
that's dope.
I feel like, you know, the wheelchair community was decided we don't have a lot of stuff like this, you know what I'm saying?
That's big.
It really showed the world that we can do just as much as y'all, even fight. Even though I don't condone the wheelchair life.
I don't want to see y'all fight in the wheelchair. I want y'all fight, period.
Yes.
Definitely not in the wheelchair.
We're not promoting that. But it does happen, you know what I'm saying?
So like, girls getting active.
Yeah, they kick off. And first she started arguing with that shit because, you know.
Listen, I don't watch Daddies. I'm not into that Daddies.
Put her hands on me.
But you was getting busy, kicking ass.
I ain't want to, but
oh my God. I'm on there. I gotta kiss that ass the first episode. You know,
the second episode.
So I'm not really with the Daddies and all. That's for the females, but I respect it.
I didn't want to, but say, nigga, like, the girl rolled up on me, bro, and you can tell in the conversation I'm trying to avoid it for real. Like, because in real life, anybody ever roll up on me or even get in my arms, I never let nobody go. I always felt like that one hit me and knocked out. You never be walking with me. Like, so I really just let it rock because when I know your family, I know you know, you appreciate. Like, I know you before the show. Once y'all, I didn't influence in some type of way. I already just pulled up and showed love. Like, I ain't trying to be on that. You know, I'm an influencer. I get booked for disabled shit. You know what I'm saying? Festivals and shit like that. I ain't trying to be fucking up my shit. So I'm not trying to be fucking going to go cheers. You know what I'm saying? Like, but it just happened that way. She kept pressing me. And then she pressed me to the point I was like, fuck. But she actually put the gloves on me. So when I put the gloves on, she take hers off, roll up on me. I'm like, look at me with the motherfucking bare hands, bitch. And she comes, bitch. And I don't have braces in my hair at the time. So part her shit, she like, ooh. Come on. I had to turn my chair on her level real quick. I was trying to turn to the side. So I'm like,
that's kind of dangerous. What if you're both on the floor?
We did. I snatched her up. I already said it. Someone touched me going on the floor. I snatched her up and we went back.
This is crazy.
Am I lying?
This is crazy.
They had the other angle too. See, I was on that floor like.
See how this is accurate. Look, this is accurate. Damn. Just like that.
They were like, you're strong. Yes. They didn't give me for nothing. Because I was like, I wasn't trying to do it. I know how I get it. And I still was trying to continue. So I was still telling myself, I was like, let me go. I was like,
so pretty much, is this show based on fighting?
No. See, our show got so much more. We talk about how we got accidents. We show how we got club hostess. We show how I got the food. You know what I'm saying? We show how we know do our shit. You know, we did a lot of shit that didn't air too. But it was a lot of shit that we did. We got to really like see each other's point of view with certain stuff and understand other people's stories. Not everybody. Yeah, we had a therapist that came in actually. We had a winner in the end, and that's how that kind of went. We had a photo shoot day. Like, there's a lot of shit that went on.
That's dope. See, I like to hear that because I like the positive part about it. You know, you guys come together in the community. How big is that community? Because it's not like shattered on it as much.
And it's starting to like just grow.
You that light. Because it's like now people just try to be aware of what's going on. Because seeing you and you persevering is bringing other people that's doing the same thing. Because you always hear about it, and I'm happy to sit down with you and have a conversation. Because I want y'all to understand, like, this is big. It's not just an artist, but she's in a wheelchair and she got a community behind her. And we gotta like coexist. Like she said, coexist. That's really important. So that's why I wanted to really like shed light on that as well. That's really important for me to see that.
Because in reality, like I always said, like we have a day, we have a holiday. Why is it not celebrated?
I know that.
That nobody knows.
What is that?
When is it? In September. We have the whole month of September. It's spinal cord injury awareness. We got another disability month. Like they have stuff, and it's not celebrated enough. And the government, they fund so much stuff. I know that fund stuff here. See, in New York, they do. In New York, the whole country itself.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? But other places they don't, and it's not talked about at all. You know what I'm saying? And it's thousands of people in wheelchairs. That's why I said we need to save the festival just as much as gay people have what they have, and I love my gay motherfuckers on some real shit. Just as much as they get, we need that too.
Nah, I agree with you. I agree with that 100%. And now, December, I definitely want to
You got gay people in wheelchairs too.
I want to piggyback on do something maybe with you in September. Do an event, something with more awareness on that. Because I feel like that's really important. Like just to bring light to that, because that's something that there's a lot of causes out here that we don't know about. And we need to bring a awareness.
I feel like it needs to be a tour. It needs to be there's disabled artists that have no hands, that are blind, that are actually got bigger platforms than me, for real,
producers
that got hit songs. And like, yeah, like for real, like, and they big. They be getting booked at stuff I get booked at. Like it's the only reason I know them. Like so, it's like we need something where the states are funding it to go everywhere and start like initiating sections for disabled people not too far at the stage
for all
for
races.
their guests and them to sit and see the actual stage. You know what I'm saying? Be able to shake hands with the artists. They put us all in the back and the top and you can't see nothing. I hate that for us. I feel like it makes me want to go in the crowd and not see shit at all.
I feel that. So do you believe religion grew up?
In certain situations, yeah, because I'm always getting anything to my advantage. So like, especially as a black man. So like, yeah, certain stuff I'll be like, oh yeah, I'm definitely not waiting in no lines.
I like that.
You know, like, certain stuff I'm just not doing, especially in my chair. And it's not even because I feel entitled, it's because all my life I had to fight. And I'm not doing all that rough shit in my chair. Like, I can easily drag myself up and down the stairs. Like, it's certain shit I'm not doing all in my chair. I feel like, bro, all your life you've been struggling and motherfucking fighting and climbing the gates, doing all this motherfucking crazy ass shit, getting wounded up and scarred up. Certain shit, I'm like, I guess you can say I'm a little bougie, but I ain't doing it. I'm not gonna lie. Like, and it do, like, and in most cases, I don't have to say that.
Okay.
It's already, like, they already might have to set up, like, the boat road. They already had it set up. They had the cards and stuff, but I knew the person who ran it. Even if you saw them, the person who ran the ADA card, which is the American Disability Act, American Disability Act, they set it up for the citizens. So they had the cards for us too. So everybody had to walk down a long path. I'm not pushing my chair. Like, that was a long path, but they had the good cards to get it. Like, in these situations like that, it's really self-explanatory. Like, I know you're not expecting no person in a wheelchair to have to, you know what I'm saying?
Too much, I get it.
It's like we already disabled. We might make it look easy, but it ain't really that easy. Even right now, like my back always hurts. Like, I hate to take it because I be like, I'm used to that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, but we always got some type of things and stuff going on, or spasms, or some type of things going on. But we just might just let that you know what I'm saying?
I got you. That makes sense. I'm just happy to talk to you because you're giving me more excitement to keep going because you're doing your thing.
I'm glad.
I see you in diet doing mic drops, killing it right now. Killing it. I love it. So as you build it, you got the project that's coming out, right? You got a new project coming out, correct?
I do actually, but I don't have
title for it.
But well, I don't have like things lined up because like right now I'm pushing just like 2 singles right now, and I'm pushing just like the marketing, the promotion and stuff right now, building the momentum right now. And then like I got so much music that's unreleased, and like I just want to drop the way. I don't want to just drop it. I want to have a whole out plan for it.
That makes sense.
So, and I don't want to keep promising days.
Yeah.
I give Sarah a lot of advice,
Where they can find that at?
On all platforms, like Jeremiah Cosby, money with notification, my name, and you can listen to Save Me, My Little Yeah, those my 2 favorite songs, and Sit Pretty, Paralyzed, and You Still Be on the Kitty. You know what I'm saying?
He still be in that kitty, you know what I'm saying? Listen, we having a good time, man. This is me and Money, man. This is only right. I'm gonna definitely go connect with me and Money. We're gonna keep rocking with her. And like you family now, so anything you need from me on my show, on my platform, is that to help you let me know. Now we're singing because I want to stay in the club. You know I'm in the club too.
Save Me. This is Save Me. Me and Money Save Me.
We're gonna get that on in the club too.
It's been getting crazy. It's hustle. Came from pain. This shit was made me. How you want to be a boss? But you can't even work. You just be lazy. Sleepless nights trying to find a way out. Ain't nobody saving me.
Yeah. Listen, you know what it is, man. From Virginia to ATL to the world. We outside those silos. Me and Money, last minute shout out.
Shout out everybody, my team, Diamond, You know what I'm saying?
You know what it is.
Shout out everybody else that been working with me. You know what I'm saying? All my sponsors and everybody else, you know, that's been down the ride coming out with my videos, my wheelchair community, you know, Guidance on Wheels, of course, you know.
Shout out to y'all.
Shout out the whole team, you know. I love everybody, you know. We all working. It's plenty more to shout out, but it's too much of a list to do that. Like, I love all my teams and my supporters and my money getters.
Man, you know what it is, man. It's Ejay The DJ. This conversation with the DJ, man. We just sat down with Mia Money. Excited, man. More to do, more to come, more to grow. You know what it is. ATL, what up, though? We outside no South. We on land. Yes.